Tell her I say hello
I will.
because I miss her already.
That'll make her day.
All right, you ready? All right, here with Cheyenne Knight. Cheyenne, how are you feeling after a strong first round here at the ANA Inspiration?
I'm a little frustrated right now. 2 bogeys coming in on 16 and 17. Hit a bad drive on 16, so had to just chip it out of the rough. I had a terrible lie and hit a little too far on 17, was kind of on the back edge and not birdieing 18. It's still a great round. Just, there's a lot of golf left, 54 holes. But overall, I played pretty solid. Kept the ball in the fairway. Just the last kind of 6 holes, I started missing the fairway, which usually isn't like me. So just got to clean that up for tomorrow.
You were able to have a couple of strong birdies, especially there on the front 9. What was working so well for you to get such a hot start?
Yeah, I made a really good par save on number 3. I made like a 25-footer after hitting it in the rough and just had to chip out. And I really started hitting quality shots starting on number 7 when I hit it to about 6 feet for birdie and got a good one on 8 as well. And so from there on, it was like really easy. In the middle part of my round, had a lot of birdie opportunities, and kind of in the end, it was kind of going backwards. But, still really solid round, just hitting a lot of fairways and greens, and that's crucial out here.
I think it's your second time here at the ANA Inspiration. What has it been like preparing for the first major of the season?
I've loved it. Last year in September when we played, it wasn't how it normally plays, to say the least, and just when I felt really good last week with my ball striking and trending in the right direction. In the practice rounds, I think this course fits me pretty well, just how straight I hit it, and the greens are Bermuda, and that's what I grew up on, so I'm very comfortable with that. And, it's a good start to the first major of the year.
All right.
It seems like every week now we're having you in to talk, so that's actually a good thing. Where are you in your game now that we're requiring you to come in every week?
Yeah, I've talked to you a little bit about this. I switched swing instructors in January to Randy Smith, Royal Oaks in Dallas, and he has been the biggest help in my confidence and my ball striking. We changed my grip and just getting the club more on plane going back, and I just have confidence now where my ball is going, and if I do miss a shot, I know what it's from. And so I've always been a really good chipper and putter of the ball, but usually that's putting for par. So actually, having birdie opportunities is a huge help. And Randy has, I just kind of transformed my ball striking in the last, only 3 months that we've worked together.
There have been a lot of players who've chased distance, and that can go either way. Is that something you're working on, or is it just more consistency?
A little bit of both. Randy says I have another gear. I just have to be more confident to use it more. I think just because before I saw Randy, I was kind of spraying it each way. So he said I was a bit damaged, to say the least. And so, we're working on a strong finish, which means I'm moving through the ball well and aggressively. And I picked up some miles an hour just with better mechanics, but always trying to get a little further because it'll definitely help me having shorter clubs into the greens in the long run.
I was going to say, what does that do mentally for you? You said you know where you're hitting the ball and you know how to fix it if it's not going the way you want. How does that help not only your golf game, but also the mental game as well?
It's a huge help. I'm actually enjoying myself, and it's not so stressful because I know what I'm doing and what I need to do as well. And I was talking to my mental coach last night, just talking about, this is the best I've felt coming into a tournament in a long time. I was I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but I'm very confident in all the aspects of my game. So yes, and you're not going to hit every shot perfect. I didn't on the last few holes coming in, but that's golf, so you just kind of have to brush it off and focus on the next one.
I feel like it's coming also from your experience. You're not a rookie anymore, but you definitely know how to save it, when
Exactly.
maybe if the mental game isn't there. You mentioned a mental coach. Have you worked with them for a while, or?
Yeah, I've worked with Fran since I was 12 years old, so he knows my game really well, and we know kind of what I need to continue to improve on and getting in those pressure situations, because I've never been in contention in a major before, and that was one of my goals this year. And how I apply myself to do that, and how I respond in those pressure situations is going to be huge, and just like enjoying the moment and the opportunity of being able to contend this week.
What's there to work on for tomorrow as you keep yourself in one of your goals here as being in contention?
Fairways and greens, keep the pedal down, keep being aggressive, keep playing the middle of the green if I need to, but just keep focusing on my strengths and take it one shot at a time, and, just keep being aggressive.
Megan, I got one.
All right.
Cheyenne, I remember some of our first talks when you were on the Symetra Tour, and obviously you had a great career at Alabama, and I think you kind of came out on the Symetra Tour and expected that to just kind of continue right as soon as you stepped out there. What did you learn from those early days of your transition to pro golf that has maybe helped in your transition to success out here?
Right. Yeah, Zach, you saw some brutal days on the Symetra Tour. I just thought professional golf was going to be so easy, and it's not. It's very just mentally draining because I feel like you put so much of your self-worth in how you play. And so now I just try to appreciate the moments more and not put so much pressure on myself and have these high expectations to perform, but just enjoy the process and the highs and the lows, because I've definitely wanted it too much for a long time, and just like letting it come to me, and just taking golf for what it is, and realize Easter Sunday's coming up, and realize there's a lot more important things in golf, and my identity is not in my score but in a lot of other stuff.
Thanks, Cheyenne.
How do the nerves at a major championship compare to the nerves at a normal tour event?
Since there's no fans, I feel like there's not a huge difference, but obviously walking up 18, it's a major, just like me growing up watching, people walk up the 18th having a chance to win. So it's a little bit different. Everyone knows, in the back of their mind, what it means. But just with the fans, you can't really tell, but just the conditions, it's hard out there, and I think that's what makes it a major championship as well. Pars go a long way, and if you make a mistake, just try to make a bogey. But the nerves are always the same, and try not to just kind of treat every tournament like a normal one.
All right. Thank you, Cheyenne.
Thank you.